Hello everyone, welcome back to the Greens family. Mrs. Green, ready for the highway?
I'm so ready.
Greens family, so today should have been Mrs. Green's second driving lesson, but it was raining so hard and now the time is dark. So I don't want her to be learning to drive in the dark and in the rain. So we're going to have to cancel until the next time. Alright?
Sure.
Ready to give me my seat now?
No.
She's comfortable in the driving seat. Maybe very soon you're going to be driving one of these or something better. What do you think?
Something better.
Something better. I like the sound of that. But what is one give me 2 reasons you think most men don't teach their wife to drive, or most men don't teach women to drive?
I'll give you 3.
3?
2. Yeah.
Okay, she's going to give me 3. Okay, thank you.
Alright, so number 1.
Number 1?
They're very impatient.
Very impatient. I agree.
2, they're easily angered.
Oh, number 2.
And 3,
Number 3.
their cars or
Yeah.
their babies. So, you just feel like, say, if
Yes.
a woman go, then wife or then
Right.
girlfriend, whatever it may be,
Yeah,
is driving their baby, you're
Mhm.
going to, hurt their baby. So,
definitely agree. So I believe that first of all, the impatient part is that's one of the most. That's what. Yes, yeah. So and the anger, yeah, that's a part of it as well, because the anger come with thinking the car is a baby, because
and come with being impatient as well.
exactly. So all of them combines together. So we have to work on those things as men, because I know that sometimes men really love the car. I personally, I own about probably 8 cars, 8 or 9, yeah, something like that. But I really like my car, but it's not my treasure. Like something that if anything happened to it, I'm going to just be worrying about it. I'm going to be down. I'm going to be stressed out and stuff like that. No. So I believe that most men is very scared when it's a female around the steering and they're like literally going to some to some like rocks or something like that.
What should do?
And then most men also compare themselves with women. For example, men learn to drive faster than women. I'm going to explain to you, because when it comes to driving, it takes a lot of bravery. I'm not saying that you won't have 1 or 2 women that really learn to drive very fast and actually even drive better than men. But when it comes to a wide scale, you always have more men that will learn to drive faster than women. So because men probably learn to drive faster, they're expecting the woman to drive fast on their pace as well.
They're expecting them to be on the same level as they are.
Exactly. So, and it doesn't normally work out that way. I know some women that can drive so well, and I have a few in my community, they can drive so well, not going to call any names still, but they're very good drivers. They drive anything, and I'm telling you, they make some men look like they're not trying. Yeah, but out of 100 women, probably you find 5 or 10 of them that is, you understand? That is that quick, right? So Greens family, we didn't get a chance to do our driving test today, but we're going to get a chance to do the next driving test, and I hope you're improving. You didn't actually did bad the first time.
Yeah.
Yes, and to know that the last time when you actually drive, before that it have been a long time you haven't gone around the steering. So for you not to go around the steering for a long time and didn't do that bad, yeah, round of applause. so next time definitely you'll do much better. And once it's something you're constantly doing, you'll gradually just start learning new things. And trust me, no one in driving is going to learn everything in one day.
And trust me, I really want to learn how to drive as fast as possible, because guess what?
Yes.
Nathan says buying me a vehicle.
Oh.
What was it? A black pickup?
Nathan, I think it's a black one.
And a red one for you.
Yeah, he said, he said, Daddy, I'm going to buy the red one for you. I'm going to buy the black one for Mommy, and I'm going to buy a truck for myself. So I said, what are you going to do with the truck? He said, I'm going to carry a pig in it.
Oh.
So I said, pigs, and he said, yeah, pigs and feeding and stuff like that. So Nathan have this ambition. He's a very ambitious young man, and I hope his dreams come true.
Yeah.
So we're just chilling, Green's family. Actually, the boys are with their aunt right now, and Ariel is laying down an auntie chest right now. Right.
Comfy.
Even though she's having a little cold still, but she's doing amazing, and she's coming on a long way, and we appreciate God for these 3 children. It's been like so fast. I couldn't even dare imagine that we would have 3 children already. It's just a blessing.
It is a blessing.
Most people get like really timid when they hear that their wife is pregnant. It happened to you, because for example, when my wife is pregnant, most times she's like, oh, I'm pregnant. But it's like, for me, it's always a joy. Sometimes she's saying to me like, it's as if you don't feel no way. It's as if you feel okay. And I'm like, yes, because it's like those things it doesn't get me upset at all. Like the moment I hear that my wife is pregnant, it is one of the most happiest feeling ever.
Yes, you're happy, Jay. You're happy, right?
Yes.
But it's when I think about all of what I'm gonna go through.
I know.
That is what caused me to like.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Because the thing is, Green's family. The thing is that as a mother, they go through a lot, because several times, I hear my wife have to, wake up in the late night. I don't know if they're seeing you on the camera. You want to come a little closer? But anyways, there's several times I hear my wife, in the late night waking up, and she is like so, like feeling so many pains and stuff like that. And other times she's not really feeling any pain. Sometimes even for months she don't even remember that she's pregnant. And then out of the blues, bam, this pain just come. And it's like these things doesn't really frighten me. It's like I'm expecting that it's going to happen. So when it's like, I've never been like nervous to say, oh, my wife is pregnant, she's going to give
you're not
birth.
Feeling the pain, that's why.
But to be honest, Green's family, I like, anytime I hear that my wife is pregnant, it's one of the most amazing thing to hear. And every time my wife gives birth, it's like, oh my, I have to go down on my knees and I have to thank God, because I remember one time I was like saying, Lord, when am I going to start having children? And God do everything in his
time.
Right. Don't rush it, Green's family. Don't rush it, because a lot of people, because of desperation, wanting to get a child, end up forcing to have a child, end up having a child with someone that it doesn't really work with, and they split ways. And the thing now is that most parents, this is what I recognize. Most parents, once they're no longer together, they distance themselves from the child as well, and that is not a good way for a child to grow up, to know that mommy and daddy is not talking, and daddy is not paying any attention to him or her, and mommy is not, stuff like that. So the confusion, and most people don't really know how to separate confusion from the children. It's like the children is being involved in all these things. So children is a blessing. I know a lot of men, once you have a wife, once you're laying down with someone, expect to hear news. So when you hear that news, don't get anxious and want to run away. Just understand.
Or angry, because some men, when they hear that the partner is pregnant, they get angry, like, what is this?
Yes.
So
and start to question a lot of things.
And they don't understand that children are the next generation, and
yes, most definitely.
They're gonna be the ones that are gonna become the doctors, the lawyers, the the soldier, the future of this world. So.
Exactly. Don't worry about how you're going to take care of them, Green's family. Pray about it. Trust God. If He allow you to make them, he will help you also to provide for them. So that's one of the most thing that people are very scared of. I can hardly provide for myself. How am I going to provide for baby now? So just put your mindset there. I remember when we go to the doctor for it was for Daniel. I think it was for Daniel. It's like we were waiting outside for some while for someone to get their ultrasound done, and then I was like talking to the doctor. I was saying, what was the issue? And he was like explaining to us about the woman that was pregnant with triplets. Yes, and the guy faint. The man faint.
Oh yeah.
So it was like the doctor said it's not one. So it was like the man said, and the man was like, then it's 2? The doctor said no, it's 3. The next thing the doctor see, the man just lay on the floor. You have to call the ambulance, because he was in a situation like he was not really expecting any more children or something like that. And to know that he's now going to get 3.
Yeah, that's a lot though.
Right. So Green's family, it's just a little interaction. Our children is missing us because Daniel don't know how to stay away from mommy for 5 minutes, and Nathan don't really know how to stay away from daddy for 5 minutes. And guess what? When Nathan is energetic, when he's happy and want to have fun, he mostly want to be around daddy. But the moment he's sick,
I just look to hear mommy.
Yeah, you want to be around mommy when he's sick. I'm matter of fact, all the children, including Daniel. Daniel will cling to mommy when he's sick, and when he's not so sick, he's mostly like with Nathan and mommy and me. But when Nathan is sick, mommy straight through. Daddy can't get a chance to touch him. So hold on. I want to talk about something. The other day I did a video, and a few days ago I did a video, and I was saying that my wife, I've never seen my wife. No, I said my wife asked me to tell her something that I like about her. And what I said that I like about my wife was that I've never seen my wife with a close friend. So a lot of people, share so many positive comments. A lot of people like the video. A lot of people share the video. We appreciate you so much. But I also realized that most people didn't exactly get what I was trying to say.
Yeah, they misinterpreted what you were saying.
So it's as if they listened, but not with the full understanding of what I was simply saying. Because I say that from the very first day that I met my wife, I've never seen my wife with a close friend. I never say my wife didn't have friends. That's the difference. I didn't say my wife didn't have friends. She have a lot of friends. My wife talk to everyone. Like I said, my wife is a very down-to-earth person. She's not in exactly and like to say a person who is boast. I would never put her in that category. She's always going the simple way. But I've never seen my wife constantly talking to someone, and that is one thing that I really appreciate about my wife. So someone commented and said that, Mr. Green, he said, Mr. Green, I've been a big fan of you, and I want to say this. The person was saying,
she doesn't agree.
Yeah, I doesn't agree that your wife shouldn't have a friend. It is like you're controlling your wife not to have friends, something like that. It was
you're
controlling
locking her away and controlling her.
No, well, you definitely get it wrong, because I am not that type. And to be honest, this is my wife's way of being, right? So it's not, I cannot force anything on my wife. I won't do that, because if I try to force her to be a certain way, she's not going to be herself, and she's going to be pleasing to me but not to herself. So it's, if you think about it that way, it's definitely, the person was trying to say that you must have someone that you can talk to about everything. You don't have to. I think you must talk to God about everything. That's how I think. I don't think you should actually have to talk to someone about everything in your life. For example, I'm going to say this to you. Sometimes you're going through some stuff in life. It is very, very heartbroken and very sad. You know, you can call a friend and you and them can really talk it over, but there's something that is really unexplainable. Like, no one will not understand it. You have to go down on your knee and you have to pray about it. You understand?
Sometimes I feel like the best person is really God. If I have any, and our marriage isn't perfect. Don't get us wrong. No, it's not. There are times when we disagree on a lot of things, and I might feel, a little down. But I don't go running to my mother, telling my mother, hey, so or going to a friend that we talk to, or going to a neighbor or his family member who are close by us. I don't go running to them and sharing what is going on in our marriage. But instead, I pray about it and I sit and I say, Lord, allow me to understand. Did I make the mistake? Was it he that made that mistake? Allow me to understand where it went wrong. And I pray, and eventually all things are revealed, and he's the type of person. Sometimes I don't pay him any mind when he come to me, because he's always the first person to come to me and say, Abby, you good? But me personally, I need to work on that. I tend to be more John back.
So the thing is, Green's family, I believe that there's a scripture that says you mustn't allow the sun to go down on your wrath. So there are many times when I will say something that I know that it is offending, or she might say something that it's offending to me, but I am not going to go to my bed without clarifying that. So I'll find a way to to say to do something
funny.
If it's even to give a joke in the middle of a quarrel, if it's even to give a joke or something. But I am not going to be living in our house with someone, and 2-3 days we're going to have to be going back at it, and we're going to have to be in this heated conversation. So don't get us wrong, we're not perfect. We have our ups and our downs just like everyone else, but we try our best to work on them as fast as possible. We don't strengthen them. So we had a little quarrel. We had a little. It's not the kind of quarrel to draw a crowd and to get the community involved. Not that. Disagreements. It's mostly disagreements. My wife likes to make decisions. I like to make decisions as well. So I'm like, I think
we're both strong-headed people.
I think it should done this way. She'll probably say no. I think it should done this way. And then we say no. So and then for example, I'm not going to allow that to get in between us now. So we don't know how to control ourselves when we go out. It's like it's obvious that we have to pretend for people to say, oh, they're okay, they're having fun, they're in love. I don't like pretending, because I can act, but if it's for free, I don't want to be acting. So I don't want to be acting for people to think, oh, his relationship is perfect, and behind closed doors it's not. So we have to work on it daily, and we have to encourage each other's daily. And one thing that I must congratulate my wife about, she's always giving me new ideas on how to have a better relationship. So that's that's something very important. She's always saying, we think we should do this and stuff like that, and family time, getting the children involved and playing with them, singing with them, praying with them, and all these things. These are the things that really bond the family together. So no relationship is perfect. And so
there was another comment, sorry to cut you. There's another comment that someone was saying, if I don't have close friends,
I'm sorry, hold on 1 second. You're talking about the comment, but hold on. Green's family, on this channel, we don't bash, we don't try to bring down, and we don't try to get in any argument with anyone. So if we're talking about a comment that you noted, just know that we're not bashing you, we're not trying to bring you down, and we're not trying to start anything between us. What we're doing is explaining in a little better way, so it doesn't really get carried away. So you don't think that I prevent her from having friends, or you don't think that she doesn't have friends. She have friends, but they're not so close. I've never seen her not even once. She has been with me for almost 6 years. I've never seen her not even once on the phone in the late night talking to a friend. I've never seen her on the phone for half an hour talking to a friend. Never come home from work one day and she's at someone's house that I don't know. Maybe by my grandmother's house or something like that, which is so close. So I've never seen her. I never have to go and look for her, and I'm like, where is she? From the very first day I met my wife, she had one friend that I personally hear her talking to. And she still talk with that friend even until today. And when I'm saying talking with this friend, I'm talking like sometimes they talk like every month or every 2 months. That's how often they talk.
Or probably even longer than that.
So, you remember what you was trying to say though?
Yes, I remember.
Okay.
I was saying that there was another comment saying that if my husband don't allow me to have close friends, then what if there's an abuse? Who am I going to talk to? You know, who am I going to share information with?
Right.
Do not get it wrong, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
I have a lot of friends. I'm very sociable. I talk to a lot of people. Just like my husband is funny, I may not be as funny as him, but I do give my little quirky jokes at times.
Exactly.
You know, I like to impersonate other, you know, persons' voices, you know, just give a little fun there and then. I like to play games, you know, so there's a lot of things about me that, you know, I may not just bring out just, you know, open like that.
Yes.
So trust me, guys, I have a lot of friends.
And
I've been very popular from ever since.
Right. And
but I don't draw people so close to me because, you know, it says that, you know, your enemies tend to be close to you.
Yes.
Are the persons we even think are your friends.
But the thing about it is that only your friend knows your secret, so only he can reveal it. You know the song?
Yeah. So.
Yeah. And I heard her say something about the abusing part. She's not for me to abuse. She's for me to love and cherish.
Amen.
Yeah, she's my gift from God.
Hallelujah.
So hold on. One thing. I heard so about, like I was saying, no. I have seen this. Trust me, I've seen this happen more than once. I've seen women introduce their husband or their spouse to their friend, and their husband or their spouse becomes their friend. Yeah. I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen. I'm not saying you should secure
your partner,
like you should secure him and hold him in a box or anything like that. But I'm just simply saying that you shouldn't. I don't think you should allow people to really get a full understanding of everything you're doing. So, for example, when I'm saying close friends, I have friends that I check up on very often, but I don't have any friend that is so close to me. The one that know that on Friday I'm going there, next week I'm going to be buying a car, I'm going to be traveling in 3 weeks time, I am buying this for my son, I'm going to be doing this. I don't have that kind of friend. I have close friend that I call to check to make sure that they're okay. I pray with them and stuff like that, encourage them. But I don't have the close one that I go over their house and I spend a few hours and stuff like that. You know that, for example, Green's family, I have achieved a lot because of not having close friends. Close friends. Remember, close friends. I didn't say friends, because I know that so many of my friends watch our videos on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and stuff like that, and they would be like, "How do you mean you don't have close friends? What do you call me? You're my friend." But when I say close friends, you know that we don't share personal. Alright, we share personal details, but not too deep, like everything we have to talk about.
And to me, not every single one of your plans, even as a husband and wife, although we may be one, according to the Bible, but sometimes you're just supposed to have things to yourself, just like with Samson and Delilah.
Exactly. There are some things that is not supposed to come out of your mouth. I have seen people share their deepest secret to their best friend, and guess what? It becomes the headline.
Yeah, and it is used back.
Instead of, you know how many people share, serious things with me? For example, those things doesn't really record in my head, because I'm a kind of person like this, Green family. If you share something with me and I know that you're struggling with this, one thing I'll try to do, I'll try to pray with you, or I'll try to encourage you of getting out of it. I am not going to be pondering on it or be sharing it to a next person. And sometimes I don't even like when people tell me certain things about them. But just know, if you're one of the person who shares stuff like share personal things with me, you won't be hearing it on the radio. And that's what happened with a lot of friends, because a lot of friends is not able to keep their mouth.
They're like a satellite.
So, I mean, have your friend. And we have... Alright, let me explain this. In my community, where I'm from, I've been in this community for over 30 years. This is where I born, this is where I grew up. And the longest I've ever went out of this community is like for 8 months or a year, but come right back. I don't have one enemy in my community. I didn't say 2, I say 1. Not even one enemy in my community. So for example, when I am walking on the road, I talk to everyone and everyone talk to me. And I have so many friends in my community. Everyone is my friend, but I don't have no close friend. I don't have no one in my community where I go to their house and I spend an hour or 2, we cook, we eat, we talk, we this, we that. I don't have that friend. So it's not... if you want to have your friend, come on, man, have your friend. We cannot tell you what to do. We cannot tell you not to have friends. You understand? It's just our way of living. And I find much more peace in living this way. There are certain things I just don't share.
There's no stress.
You know that many of times I am like some places and some people see me and they're like, Mr. Green, you're always sharing the happy side. What about the sad side? And I'm like, you know that I don't share that part to people. I pray about that part. Because most time the people that really watch you, they're the ones who want to see you go down. I'm telling you.
Amen.
And they just want you to give them these things. Like, people rejoice when they're seeing people falling. I don't know why. But
the moment you say something negative,
yes,
that's the moment they're gluing.
Exactly. You understand? So when you're going down, people will laugh at you. People will rejoice as if they have won the lottery, as if they're being promoted or something. And most people believe, like, so let's say me and you is from the same area, we grew up together. Most people get so timid when they see one prevailing to a next level. So for example, you're now getting an opportunity to go overseas and to enjoy yourself and stuff like that. This person now becomes so timid, like the world is taken away from them. Like, once you make it, they're not going to make it. But you know how I look at it? If you make it, I can make it as well.
Yeah.
If you make it, I can make it as well. So Green's family, we have too many friends, but no close friends.
I believe and I think that I'm your close friend.
Exactly.
Yeah, we still not talk about anything.
Yeah, my wife literally share
everything.
Exactly. Right. But having close friends, I cannot. It's been more than 10 years. It's been more than 10 years. I haven't sit on my phone and talked to an individual for over 1 hour.
Can't do that.
It's been more than 10 years I haven't done it. A lot of people do it, but I cannot do it. Like, I will go and pray for 5 hours, but I cannot sit and talk on my phone to a specific person for 1 hour. I don't know how to do it. So it's just that. For example, I don't wear chain. I don't have a problem with chain. I've never seen my wife wear wig before.
No.
She doesn't have a problem with wig.
No.
My wife doesn't like makeup. The last time my wife wore makeup was when we were getting married, and I've never seen her wear makeup again. And she doesn't have a problem with makeup.
No,
so we don't have a problem with someone who wants to have 1,000 friends. We're just saying that having less friends, it really protects you from a lot as far as what we have expected. Because some of the times, like I was saying, many of times people in their relationship have simple problem and it could easily be dealt with. but because they were getting an outsider encouraging them to do something different, and they were like thinking about it, no, they give it a try, maybe their relationship that could have lasted forever is been easily ruined because a friend give them an instruction and they follow.
And let me say something. Most times when you see certain issues in a marriage, you know, and it's from people who aren't even married, they're single, living their own little life, and they want to give you, you know, ideas or things to do in your marriage, and they don't know what the marriage is about.
So the thing about it is, most people get so like, what I think that really causes a lot of problem in marriage is that when most people enter marriage, they're expecting too much. So it's like they're having a high expectation. For example, you're saying, no, I'm married, I'm supposed to be getting this, I'm supposed to be getting this.
This is supposed to be done.
First of all, marriage is honorable unto God. And if you're being married because you actually see someone and you just casually like the person, well, maybe that's not a good reason to get married. You know, really pray about it, because it is a very serious move you're going to make. You're expecting to spend your life with that person, and you're going to have to go through a lot. Learn, try to know as much as you can about the person as possible. Pray about it more than how you talk about it, and you'll have a wonderful time.
Yes, I agree. I know I've seen a lot of comments recently throughout our videos. It was not necessarily related to the video that was, you know, uploaded, but a lot of people wanted to know, how did you meet your wife?
How did you meet your wife? Okay, guys, if you want to know how we met, give this video 5,000 likes. How we met is a miracle, I would say. How we met is a miracle. So we'll have to talk about that next time. But it was definitely God's way of doing it. Exactly. Yeah. Let me just give them a little intro. How we met. Let me just give them a little intro. I was driving one day. In the middle of the town, and it was a very busy area. I was driving with a friend who I call a brother, because he was to me like a brother, and he's still a very close friend. He's still a friend, not a close, but friend. We see each other. So for example, if he need help, I'm going to help him.
Yeah.
Right. If he needs someone to rush with him somewhere, I'm going to do it. If he needs some money, I'm going to do it. If I am in that position, he's going to help me. But we doesn't spend too much time together. So yeah, that's what I really call a close friend. It's a big difference. So me and my friend was, you know, going through the middle of the town, very busy day, and I saw this
beautiful lady.
Yes, walking past the road, and I heard a voice said to me, "That's your wife." And when I heard that voice said to me, "That's your wife," I turned to my friend and I said, "The Lord just tell me she's going to be my wife." And I don't know her, I don't know where she's from, and I'm going about my business. So it was an instruction that I get to go somewhere, and that is where I meet her. And when I meet her physically, when I first meet her for the first time, she had already seen me in a vision. Yeah, so it wasn't a long process. I didn't have to come and, you know, be running after her for 5 to 6 years and telling her, please marry me, be with me. I prayed about it. I really prayed about it. And, you know, God blessed me with an amazing wife. So I just believe that things like these, don't just rush into it. Pray about it, and you know, God will definitely make a way. So again, we appreciate you so much for everyone who, you know, leave all those positive comments, everyone who subscribed to the channel, everyone who like, everyone who share. We do appreciate you so much. Everyone who, you know, keep coming on board, we appreciate you so much. So guys, continue being faithful, continue having a wonderful time with your family. Men, take care of your children. Children, love your parents and respect them, because they are your everything. Again, we love you. Bye bye.